Hello, YouTube. Hello, Scorpio on YouTube. This is going to be a November mid-month tarot update for Scorpio, the general collective of Scorpio. If you have Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising heavily in your chart, you identify with the sign of Scorpio. This reading is for you. Please be sure to always take the readings as they resonate and let it land where it lands in your life. You are your own person and you will know what I'm talking about. So use your own free will and good judgment to make healthy choices based on what you feel is right for you. So Scorpio, let me deal your cards. I've got a couple of decks I'm working with. You know what? I got to shuffle these again. Let me shuffle these again. I just reset my deck. I'm using a regular Rider Waite tarot, and I just want to make sure they're all nice and mixed up. I've just reset my deck, and I will be using a couple of other decks as well to get some more information for your mid-month update for November 2022. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, feel free to do so that you never miss another thing from me. I do have links in your description box so that you can connect with me on another platform or on a deeper level. See what I have available. Let's go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, Scorpio. Wow. And final guidance will be on the bottom. And I'm going to grab some more cards for you from a couple different decks that I have. And then we will dive into your reading. So just a moment. I will explain everything to you as I go over it. Ooh, that's yours. Oh, how special. So Scorpio. Scorpio, you've got some serious cards right now. Serious cards. This one wants to pop for you. It's this one, they say. All right, and one more, and then we will dive in. I appreciate you guys tuning in with me. If you don't know me, my name is Heidi Corona. Spirit Speak Psychic Medium Heidi is the name that I go by, and I do a lot of cool stuff on Facebook. So if you are interested in connecting with me on a deeper level, check me out, man. Check me out. I would love to connect with you. Let's dive in. Scorpio, what is going on right now? So you have the 7 of Cups. This is about attempting to make an uninformed decision or choosing. You have many different options going on right now, and you may feel like you're choosing blind, okay? So right here in your mid-month November, did I say October? Earlier, right here in your mid-month November 2022, you are having a lot of options presented to you, or maybe you're not sure which direction to turn. You're not quite sure how you feel about things because you don't have quite all the information. You don't want to choose wrong. Oh man, should I do this or that or this other thing? Should I let these people back into my life? Should I take this job or go back to my old one? Let it land where it lands, where in your life, Scorpio. The collective energies hit us all. You know what I mean? So this could be in many areas of your life. So let's dive in a bit deeper. This is what's going on is that in an emotional way, you have a lot of different avenues presented to you at this time. You could do this, that, or the other thing, but you're almost frozen, almost at a stalemate right now because you may not want to make the wrong decision. Okay. So I just want to say that right now. Choosing not to make a decision is a choice to remain the same, Scorpio. So be mindful of this and always use your own free will and good judgment to make the best decisions for yourself because you live your life and you are your own person. So how are you feeling about this? All these options, maybe not sure where to turn. Your card here is Major Arcana card number 3, the Empress. So I feel like things are like I said, not making a decision is a choice to remain the same. Maybe you're afraid to shake up the status quo for whatever reason. Maybe you're doing a lot of things. This also could indicate, Scorpio, maybe you're diving in very loosely into a lot of different areas, but not full force into one thing. I'm not committing to this. I'm kind of dabbling in this, dabbling in that, trying on this, trying on that. So wherever this lands for you, it's about trying different things, trying new things based on how it feels to you. Now, how you feel about it is the Empress card. This is somebody who is learning themselves, somebody who is realizing all of the worth and value that they have to give to the world and how they want to express that to people in their environment, to the world at large, and where that will take you on your life path. Okay. So the Empress is a very strong card. This is card number 3 here. So maybe threes are a synchronicity for you at this time. But the Empress is pretty decent power. I feel like no matter which option you choose, you'll be okay. And you know this. And maybe you're not fully invested in any of these options because you already have a stable foundation here, okay? And maybe you don't want to mess that up. The Empress is a very strong position to stand in. Now, what are other people's perspective of you at this time? Ace of Wands. brand new actions, brand new creative actions, stepping in a new direction. I feel like other people believe you have a handle on this because you are embodying this Empress energy. Oh, Scorpio's got it all figured out. Scorpio, has it together. So no matter what, I almost feel like this is other people riding on your coattails, Scorpio. Like, yeah, yeah, make the decision and we'll go with you. And if it ends up good, then yay for us, but if it ends up bad, it's your fault because you're the leader and you're the one who took us there. I really see this here for you. But it's not a bad thing. Scorpio, you might be considering getting into a new relationship if you're single, like getting into a new relationship or maybe opening up to a new circle of friends. Okay. I feel like you're sitting in good energy, but this is something new that you're attempting to try, or people see you kind of shifting in a different direction. And I feel like they're inspired by this. I feel like they are wanting to step in that direction with you, or at least take the ride along with you. But it feels like sometimes they can want to assume that glory unless things go bad, and then they'll be sure to say, oh, Scorpio's the one who told us to do that. Scorpio's the one who took us there. So make sure you're mindful about this. What is your objective here in this mid-month? The card you have is the King of Cups. This is your goal. It's just to understand everything, understand the emotional aspects of what you're getting yourself into. I feel like with this card, you've been there, you've done that, you've seen these things. Maybe you're learning these things now, learning by trial and error, learning by making mistakes. Maybe you're afraid to do that. Sitting on the throne as the Empress. Maybe you're afraid to hurt somebody by walking away or making big changes, deciding you want to go in this different direction. But a King of Cups, beautiful, beautiful card. So your objective here is to make the right move for everyone involved, Scorpio. I can feel your heart here, and you don't want to make a mistake. You don't want to bring anyone along for the ride with you and then it be the wrong thing to do. Okay. But the objective is, look here, you have the experience. You're not ill-equipped, you're not uncertain, you're not immature, inexperienced. Like, you've been there, you've done that, you know what's going on, you've seen some things in your lifetime. And that is indicated with the Seven of Cups here, is that when something feels like it reminds you of some nonsense from the past, it probably will have the same effects on you or on the situation that nonsense did. So please rely on your inner knowing here. And it's not even like a knowing, it's your inner feeling. Like, how could I live with this? I'm not sure about this person. Then don't be. Don't invest in something that you're not sure about this month, because you've already obtained some kind of status, or at least a very stable foundation or reputation in what you're doing, and you know what's right for you. And if other people want to tag along, sure, go ahead, you can join me, but I'm not going to allow you to ride my coattails so that you can steal all the glory from me here. Okay, I kind of see this in your cards. So what is the drawback or hold up for you at this time? Queen of Wands. This is funny. So you have the Empress and the Ace of Wands. I'll say this now. The Empress is a giving, nurturing, and loving card. Okay. But the Queen is very seen. Okay. So the Empress and the Wand, I can see how you might feel a little shy. You're not sure about taking people with you when you don't know about the outcome. You don't want things to go bad. You kind of want to, like, if it goes down wrong, you'd rather nobody know about it. Okay, Scorpio, I see that here. If things don't end up the way that you envision it, you don't want to pop off and tell everybody all this stuff and then, oh man, I'm embarrassed. This didn't turn out the way I thought it would. So a drawback here is being afraid of people seeing a certain side of you that maybe you don't want them to see, being afraid of people seeing you fail. Okay, the Queen is very sure of herself. She makes big moves and she makes it real flashy and showy. And some people don't want to be seen. They want to be invisible. They just want to live their lives. They want to be kind to people. But when you are a kind person, a loving person, Scorpio, and you're living your life and making moves to better your life, I see others in your environment wanting to ride your coattails. And I see that this is a drawback for you. You don't want anybody to notice all the moves that you're making, but it's unavoidable, Scorpio. When you are evolving and up leveling in the ways that you are, people are going to notice. Maybe some of the people that you don't necessarily want to notice you. Okay. But that's okay. You got to get out of your head about this. I'm drawn into the sunflower here, being in the center of attention, having the spotlight. But this, again, is a queen on her throne, alone with regard to her familiar companion there, her animal. I see that you don't want to let anyone down. Okay. You don't want to let anyone down, but choosing to stay in the same scenario because, oh no, I don't want to let anyone down. I don't want to embarrass myself, or I don't want them to follow along with me and then it sucks. Choosing to stay in that scenario for the sake of that really prevents you from experiencing some amazing opportunities. Even mistakes are not failures, okay? They're opportunities to learn to grow and do things differently and expand in new ways. So even choosing to take a step and realizing, this isn't what I wanted, or this isn't going to work for me, and then reevaluating, just like the Seven of Cups here, reevaluating and choosing a different step is part of the learning process, the growing process, learning to tap in with you and what you can offer the world because you have so much love within you. Now, your intentions and motives, this is funny. Forever love. You don't want to hurt anybody. Look at this giant heart space you have. You don't want to hurt anybody. You just want everyone to be okay, but you want fairness and balance here. Okay. Now, forever love. This is from my own card deck that I'm making. And this is about love bonds, cords, soul family, people who are really important to you. You don't want to look stupid. You don't want to look bad. You don't want to lead your family, your coworkers, your friends down the wrong path. You don't want them to look at you in a different light. I feel like they won't, Scorpio. They won't see you in a different light, whether you feel like you failed or succeeded. Okay. In fact, they're just looking to you for change, for difference, to expand their own horizons because you have this new knowledge and you have the will and the wherewithal to do it, right? When other people are still scared. Okay. Other people aren't the front runner and the way shower and the one who want to take the big action to lead the pack, but you are. You are. So, what are some additional factors for you from the Kipper deck here? Official person. And the number is 22 on this. So I've got chills on this. Maybe 22 is a synchronistic number for you. Maybe even seeing the two twos around, 222 on the clock, whatever this could be. As I say this, there's two people live on the broadcast. So I feel like I don't want to let anyone down. This is my partnership. These are my friends and family. They want to come along with me. But what if I make the wrong move and we all stumble? We all fail. Well, it's not a failure. Gosh, I have to say that, Scorpio. It is not a failure to try new things, whether you feel like you succeeded or failed. You're just trying something new. It's not life or death. The world doesn't depend on this. I feel like you want to step into a new direction, but maybe you're afraid of what those people will think of you. Oh gosh, what if I tell them I want to start meditating? What if I tell them I want to go to a different church? What if I tell them I want to switch jobs or move towns? Oh my gosh, what if they don't support me? Official person, this is about you standing in your power, okay? Take it as it resonates, let it land where it lands in your life. Maybe you're afraid of what these authoritative people in your life will think of you. Maybe you're afraid of what your dad or your boss will have to say if you decide you want a different job. Let it land where it lands in your life. But official person, this is about an image, man. And so is the Queen of Wands. It's about an image. These people, Scorpio, love you for you. They love your heart. They love your energy. It's not what you bring to the table that they love you for. It's not they love you for what you can do for them. Okay. And if that's the case, why in the heck are you worried about it? Okay. Why in the heck are you worried about people who only want you for what you can do for them or how you make them look? If you make them look stupid, then maybe they're not a permanent part of your path. But I see how that can even bother you as well. Like, I don't want to shake up the norm. I don't want to make waves. Things are the status quo. Just because I feel different, maybe I'll come to terms with these feelings inside of myself. You won't. You won't, Scorpio. You're being pulled and drawn into a new direction because Spirit is leading you to experience more on your path. Okay. So, what is this situation rooted in? I got you a couple of cards from the Soul's Journey lesson cards and the Wisdom of the House of Night cards. So, what is the situation rooted in for you, Scorpio? Fear. Isn't that the opposite of love? Fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Wow, beautiful card. And what else is it rooted in? It's funny that I say meditation practice. I didn't glance at these cards as I was just dealing them out. The Grove. And this number is 21, 2 and 1. That boils down to 3. I've got those threes again. Threes can be major catalysts for change. Major catalyst for change, creativity, communication in your life. The Empress 3. You have a lot of good cards here, but they're spurring you in a new direction. And I've got chills right now, a direction that might be very beautiful for you, but might be very uncertain and unknown. So the Grove is about finding your comfortable, peaceful spot to pull in and tap in with yourself and decide which direction you really want to move in. All others aside, who cares what they think? Who cares what they feel about it? Who cares if you look silly, if you fall on your face? Then you have that experience, and the next time maybe you won't be so silly. Maybe you won't fall on your face, or maybe you'll just realize, that's not quite for me, but I tried it. I didn't leave that loose end undone. I tried it, and I will never have regrets, and I won't wonder if I should have, if I could have, if I would have, right? Now you know, because you've pulled into yourself, you found that special sacred place of the grove within yourself, maybe even in your space. Like I said, meditation practice, maybe you're carving out that time in your schedule or that sacred space in your home or on your property line so that you can really get quiet and tap into your inner knowing. This is the high priestess of spirit. There's a lot of purples in these cards, especially see the fear. Now, this yellow around the border reminds me of the solar plexus chakra, okay? So solar plexus is about your individual identity, your uniqueness. Sometimes we can be afraid to shine our own authenticity because, oh, whoa, she's different. That person's different. Scorpio's different. She's not the norm. She, he, whoever you are, it doesn't matter. This person, Scorpio, is not quite like the rest of us. They're deciding to step outside of this box, but I see the purples in here. I see the reds in here. Maybe some fear about shaking up the family home or the way things have always been, root chakra, and the violet of crown chakra trying to come in and mix with that, breaking beliefs, breaking barriers, things that you always thought would be, but inside you feel like busting through that. Wait a minute, let's try this other thing. Maybe things are a little bit different. I want to expand, but I'm just afraid. I'm slightly afraid. And I come back to this high priestess of spirit. The draw that you feel inside of you is coming from your divine spirit, your divine guides, your spirit team, your angels, your higher self, whatever you believe in. That nudging inside of you that is calling you to learn about that new thing or to switch jobs, to step in that new direction is divine inspiration. Because why? Spirit wants to experience spirit self through each and every one of us. Okay. We are all little teeny tiny sparks of God, and God wants to experience this dimension through all of our unique experiences. They're saying you feel different because everybody's done it that same old way already, right? God is tired of the same old boring stuff and wants you to be that brave one, that bold one who just steps into that new direction, maybe not knowing. That is your path. You are brave, Scorpio. You are courageous. The high priestess of spirit has her eyes closed, her head down, and she is deep into her inner world here. I see the violet. I see the sparkles on the card. She is deep into meditation, connecting with the divine. Shamanism for some of you guys, I feel this here. Something different, something out of the norm. Even that's a different kind of job, guys. It could be a different relationship, totally up to you. But she knows the truth of the matter within herself. And why? Because it's coming from God, not from the outer world. It's coming from her connection to her angels and her higher self, not from the outer world. And the number on this card is 7, the number of truth. The truth of the matter is what lives inside of you. And the love that you have for individuals in your life, or people, places, things in your life, the love that you have is very pure. But when it comes back to you from the outer world and says, oh my God, that's stupid. Why would you think about doing that? That's dumb. We never do that kind of stuff. Is that love that's coming back to you? Or is that judgment, criticism, opinions, down talking, condemnation, because you want to step out of the box? Has this truly happened, Scorpio? Or are you just afraid it's going to? Are you just afraid that you're going to be ridiculed, humiliated, embarrassed, whether you make a mistake or succeed, just because you are that different one and people will notice you and see you? I see this here. So what I want to say this is your final guidance on the bottom of the deck here, the bottom of the tarot, is the 10 of Swords. Now, the 10 of swords, look at this. This is like a person with 10 swords in their back. There's no coming back from this. Okay. But this isn't the death card. In fact, I see this as the death of the old you, the death of your ego, the death of caring what people thought of you, think of you, who they believe you to be, because you know yourself inside to be becoming something else, becoming someone else, someone different. Something beautiful is emerging from within you, Scorpio. Do not be too afraid to take those steps in this direction to shine that to the world. Sometimes we are way showers for other people, even people that we love, people that we respect, people that respect us. okay, have high opinions of us or us them. Sometimes we can be very afraid to cut ties with those people, okay? Some of you may need to do that. That might be what's indicated here for you. It's just a slight hesitance to step in a new direction that you feel is completely right and in alignment with your heart, your emotions, and your path. Maybe you're afraid that people will know that you've left this marriage that you've been in for 50 years because it's no longer working for you. And you do love that person and you don't want them to be hurt. Okay. Official person can be, legal matters. I'll say this right now. Official person can be, divorce papers, etc. Take it as it resonates in your life. But I truly, truly feel that this 10 of Swords here, it can be cutting out people, but I feel like it's cutting away parts of yourself that no longer resonate any longer. Parts inside, parts in your schedule. Like, you know what? Instead of going to that movie night with my girls, or that, every Saturday night at the bar with my buddies, or whatever this is, instead of doing these things, I'd rather stay in. I'd rather read a book. I'd rather develop my knowledge, take a class at the college, expand my horizons, whatever this is for you. Maybe I'll pick up some extra shifts at work and do the things that will make my life better for me in a singular perspective. And that in and of itself will ripple outward towards others. Okay. I feel like you're cutting ties with things inside of yourself that no longer feel like they fit with you anymore. This is totally beautiful energy to sit in, and it can be scary. It might feel fearful, okay? But Spirit is saying there's nothing to fear about being different. That's like school age stuff, high school stuff. Oh, you're different. You're dumb. We don't like you. These kinds of things. There's nothing to fear about being different. You are a mature, grown adult, and you get to choose your path. You don't have to walk the path that was given to you. Sometimes the path that we're put on, that we're set on, that was given to us by our families, by society, by our religion, or whatever this is, guys. Sometimes we grow up and realize, like, wow, I don't really understand that in the same way that I used to. I don't really believe in that the way that I used to. Or, you know what? My whole town thinks I'm this way, and I know that I'm not. Maybe it's time to take that big giant move. Maybe it's time to carve out your own grove, your own sacred, quiet space where you can feel comfortable, where you can feel like you belong, and you'll realize that God is there with you. Your spirit team is there with you, whispering in your ear, putting those feelings within your belly, and putting those options in front of your path, urging you to take those steps, urging you to do that. And I can see here that you may feel like, I don't want to shake up the norm. Things are okay. They've always been this way. I don't want to step out of the box. And then people will think I'm a weirdo, or people will think I'm crazy for deciding to move across the country and accept this other different job when I don't even know anyone there. Like, I see this here for you. Do not let fear hold you back, Scorpio. Do not let fear hold you back, because this is your intentions. You love forever. And that doesn't matter if you have a distance between you. That doesn't mean you're harming people with your actions. You have the right, the will, and the ability to make choices for yourself, just like all of those other people. And any true love that is meant for you will support you, or at least come back to you as you grow and evolve and change. True love will not say no. You cannot do what you want to do. You can't follow your heart. You can't follow your joy. You're hurting me. Scorpio, see this here. You're hurting me by doing that thing. No, you're not, Scorpio. You're scaring them in a way. You're making them feel uncertain, unshaky. Maybe they don't have the knowledge and experience that you have. They don't have the draw pulling them in that direction. Why? Because this is your unique path. The unique spark of God that is within you is drawing you that way because it wants to experience that. Please don't deny your inner will. Please don't deny that inner urge, that draw. Please don't deny the God within you that wants to step in that direction, because you never know how many lives you may touch, how much joy may come into your life, what the new chapter looks like on the other side of this big giant step, if you don't let fear hold you back. That is your mid-month update, Scorpio. Keep rolling through these punches. Follow your inner knowing. I feel like the people in your environment, I feel like maybe you're not telling them, but if you, for fear of reprisal or humiliation or disappointment, if you're not telling them, that's okay, man. If you're not telling them because you feel like you can't be forthcoming with these people, maybe those are the people that you need to cut away from your life, because you should feel free to be you. You should feel free to try new things. It's not a bad thing. It's not dangerous. It's not scary to try new things or to stand on your own 2 feet. Sometimes people don't want us to step outside the box because they're afraid we won't need them any longer. And they want to be needed by you, Scorpio. They want to be loved by you, Scorpio. If you have people in your environment who are afraid that you're going to grow up and out and away from them, let them know. Assure them that you love them. This can be added to your life as long as they can support you through this new vision that you have. Scorpio, that is your mid-month tarot update for November 2022. Drop a comment, let me know how this resonates with you. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up so that YouTube will show it to other Scorpios who may want to watch this. I appreciate you guys tuning in with my channel. Again, my name is Heidi Corona, Spirit Speak Psychic Medium Heidi. That is me. I've got some links in the description box, and I would love to connect with you on a deeper level if that is something you're interested in. And until the next one, I send you guys so much love and so much blessings. Bye, friends.